I can't remember. I had a few different things on this one, but everybody had a hard time. Everybody struggles through the whole night, and towards the end, when we're pushing the log across the field, I looked back, and the guy's name was McDreamy. He's a little bit older, just a little bit older than me, I think, and he was struggling, and everybody just wanted to get to the end because they knew that we were almost there. And instead of going back there and helping him, I just continued. And so that hit me hard because out of my selfishness, I just wanted to be done. And I look back on that, and it was like, he eventually got rescued. He got saved by other guys that got to a point they could get up on their knees, come back and get him. But I should have, even if I couldn't pull his ruck, I should have had him take it off and done whatever I could. Even if I was struggling, he was struggling worse. So that hit me hard. I'm not proud of that moment.
How much I needed everyone else around me and how much they all needed me. I saw many a man faint or fall to their knees from exhaustion. And at that point, I still had energy. I still had something I could do at that point. So I'd say, give me your ruck, or give me that sandbag, get out from under that log. I'm taking your spot. And then when I had enough of it, there was always someone there. So seeing that so visually has been very impactful.
In what way?
It's an image I can always refer to, exemplifying the concept of how valuable all of us are in any shape that we are. Just like F3, there was a wide range of fitness levels, and every person was valuable.
Well, I think I just shared the long story of just being realizing no one's coming. You got to help yourself.
Yep.
So hit me the hardest. So I'm going to interpret that question as maybe what was the most challenging part of the event, or what was the most challenging thing about the event? I grew up, did wrestling in high school, done football in high school. We worked hard. Anybody who's gone through those experiences know how hard boot camp is during the summer or 2 days, all that kind of stuff. Anybody who's been to any wrestling practice knows what you go through. What I didn't expect was to be put in situations multiple times where you, and not just you, but everybody, pushes themselves to the absolute limit. And as you are relaxing, having completed a task, you turn around behind you and you see the rest of your platoon that still needs help. And somehow, despite you having exhausted yourself completely, you dig deeper, and something inside of you is able you're able to muster up just enough to put one foot in front of the other to go back and pick up the 6 to help your brothers. And that happened time and time again during the evening. Sometimes I was the one getting picked up, and I was so grateful. I was so grateful for it. But in terms of physical challenge, I don't think I've ever been put in that kind of physical challenge before. And it's not just exhaustion that doesn't do it justice. It's pain. It is pain in every joint, every fiber of your body. It's pain in your skin from being scratched up through the grass. It is, I don't know, it's pain deep down in your soul. in addition to the exhaustion. You know, so I don't know. I think everybody can relate to that a little bit.
I mean, growth school, there was so much information. I felt like I was just writing down notes between the concentra and where our focus should be and where priorities should be. That was huge, because I feel like it gets mixed up a lot with your work. Always seemed like it's just your focal point, because that's what you spend 8-9 hours a day doing. And man, that's far down on the list, you know, compared to everything else. And so that was huge. Bones, speaking about just like the queen and like how much we should take care of our health and eating and everything like that, I felt like I was all ears on that, because it's so easy to get caught up in, oh, let's grab something here, let's, you know, and not eat the way we're supposed to be eating. So growth school was way more impactful than I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh, we're just going to go and learn how to be better leaders and this and that, but truly was a bigger impact than I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. And that alone was like, I recommend, even if you don't do the GROWRUCK, everybody should go to the growth school. I mean, for sure. If you don't feel like you can do the GROWRUCK, you know, whatever, but attend that beatdown and go to that growth school, because that was huge. Mm-hmm. For sure.
I mean, the growth school would be the accountability part of that. Like the 8 block, for instance. Mm-hmm. For me, that takes some deep thought. So to really put into that, you got to push everything out and take some concentration to put down next steps that you're gonna do. And I think it's really good. It's accountability, and it gives some clarification to your next steps and your future. So I really like it, but I do think that's probably for me, that's the toughest piece of it.
I think, man, what hit me the hardest, honestly, like probably right away, the welcome party was super difficult, and it was super hot, and I ended up, I don't know if I should call it passing out or blacking out or fainting or what, but I ended up going down. And one of the trainers said that I actually went down, or I had kind of passed out 3 times. And I was like, okay, well, that sucks. And I remember like kind of once they had me cooled off, they threw some ice sheets on me, and I was like slowly starting to kind of like be able to walk and be able to like sit up and all that stuff. I just remember thinking like, man, I don't like being a liability. I don't like being not fit or perceived as something that I'm not or feel inside. And so like that was hard. I remember thinking like, are you guys going to let me finish? Like I didn't know if they were going to say, hey, you have to pull out. And I was like, dude, I can't. Like I just remember telling one of the trainers right away, Tommy boy, like, dude, I can't quit. Like I have to go through this. Like I can't leave these guys here. Like, and not that they needed me to do it, but it was more just like, I'm with them. This is my crew. This is like, we're together, and I want to be a part of it. And that was difficult, I think, to overcome. I think that first initial ruck after that, I still was a little down, because I was like, you know, I didn't have a partner. I was kind of the last man in the platoon. And I know everybody was kind of looking at me like, are you going to be okay? Like, are we going to have to carry you? And that kind of sucked. I didn't like that. And then, you know, as the night went on, I think I just was like working my hardest to perform, to carry the weight and dig deep and give it everything I could. So I think the lesson there was like, I'm not always going to be the strongest person, nor am I ever really the strongest person or the fastest person or whatever. but I think certainly being vulnerable to like, I don't know, to keep moving forward, to keep pushing on, even though like I'm hurt or I'm down or I'm feeling weak, and I'm glad I did.